Hey, everybody. We had a wonderful time at church last Sunday morning with the ordination of Brother Kirby. Did you think that was a good time?
That was just fantastic. That was so exciting to see someone called and used of God. So cool.
That was great. And I just want to reiterate that one more time. God does call people for special service. He called me when I was very young, but he calls people at all ages and from every situation. So we were excited about it. And so I guess we got Reverend Kirby among us now. So that's pretty awesome.
Reverend Kirby.
Yes. Let me read something from the Bible to you that I thought was really interesting. We've been talking about social distancing and all that stuff. I found some radical social distancing in the Bible. This is Joshua and his people getting ready to cross the Red Sea, and they were going to run the ark out in front of them. Remember that? Going to take it across the river, and not the Red Sea, the Jordan River. They're going to cross that, and here's what it says. It says here now, and they commanded the people, saying, when you see the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God and the priests, the Levites, bearing it, then you shall set out from your place and go after it. Yet there shall be a space between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by measure. Do not come near it, that you may know the way by which you must go, for you have not passed this way before. I thought that was interesting. They had to leave 2,000 cubits, which is about 3,000 feet, between themselves and the ark. But they wanted to see where the ark was going, and they wanted the whole multitude to see it. So they backed off, let everybody see where the ark was going. And of course, they stepped into the water stepped back. What's interesting is that little phrase at the end, you have not passed this way before. Well, Andrew, don't you think that there's a lot of things about COVID and the coronavirus and doing church in this environment that's like a new path?
We have not passed this way before. That is for sure.
Well, why don't you tell them what's up just in the near future here?
Yeah, we got a couple of things to remind you of today. Before I get into what's happening with our services, I do want to remind you as well, as Pastor mentioned, this is a new path for a lot of us, both here at our church and probably things you're going through in your life are new as well. So we want to remind you, one of the things that we have on our church app is the prayer section. You can go into the prayer section on the app and submit a prayer request to us at any time. And we encourage you to do that. It is one of our privileges as your pastors to be praying for you regularly, and we do.
Every Wednesday.
You can call into the church office and give us your prayer requests anytime as well if you don't have the app. But by now, y'all should have the app by now. You should have that. So I just want to remind you of that option you have on our app. But let's talk about our services, because we are moving into the next phase in our reopening process here at Grace Church, and it's pretty exciting. So a couple things are changing. The big thing that's changing is you no longer need to register for our services, either one. Along with that, there's a time change.
Time change is big. We got to remember that.
So the new service times are at 8:30 and 10 a.m. 8:30 and 10. And our live stream will now be at 10 instead of 9:30 as well. And like I said, you don't need to register for them except and unless you are bringing a preschool child with you this coming Sunday on the 26th. We are reopening our children's ministry for this Sunday. It's just up through pre-K, and you do need to register them ahead of time because we do have some space limits as we try to keep that that distance.
Not 3,000 cubits.
3,000 cubits, but we're keeping some distance there in our children's ministry to try to take care of everyone. So you do need to pre-register your kids, but other than that, just show up. For the 8:30 service, pretty much nothing is changing. You'll arrive. We will seat you. We'll put it just like we've been doing the last couple months here, or 6 weeks, or however long we've been doing this now. But then for the 10 o'clock service, we will actually be allowing you to seat yourselves, and that's really the only thing that's changing for that service. We're still doing all of our same procedures with our no contact policies and wiping things down, keeping things sanitary. But a couple things are changing as we move forward. New service times, 8:30, 10 o'clock. Don't register unless you've got kids that you'll need to register them. What else is going on, Pastor?
Well, I have a phrase that I use all the time. I'm sure you and everybody else gets tired of it. Every time I see somebody and I come in and talk to them, my first two words are usually, what's new? And I ask everybody, what's new? And I think everybody gets tired of it. Well, Here's something new that we haven't done before. Now, the name of it we've had, but we haven't done this format that we're doing. This year, Awesome August is completely different. It's going to be awesome, but it's different.
It will.
We're going to do some reconnecting on Sunday morning we're going to reconnect with growth and reconnect growth individually in our personal life, growth with the church of getting the congregation together. Dean actually has jumped on this, and if you look on your app, you're going to find that he's actually named the section that tells about the new changes. He calls it Gather. And we're going to reconnect with gathering together as a body of believers and growing. Yeah. We're going to reconnect with learning to minister. We're going to reconnect with discipleship. We're going to make that mission statement of our church just so primary and so much the center of everything. And we're going to try to explain not just what but how, and enable people to do it. And then we're going to talk about how God might multiply our ministry in the future. And these are going to be sermons right straight from the scripture, and we're going to talk about them together. Then we're going to come back. We haven't done this either. We're going to come back on Sunday night for interaction.
So all that other stuff you're talking about, that's Sunday morning.
That's Sunday morning.
Okay, and then Sunday nights, what do we do?
Sunday night, we're coming in. We're going to meet at 6 o'clock in the auditorium, and we're going to have a panel up front. I think of 4 guys on stools, but probably it'll be a little different than that. But we're going to have a panel to field questions, and we're going to try to work through the nuts and bolts of what we're talking about on Sunday morning. Let people talk with us, ask questions, and we're going to have a great time. And then I bet you can tell about the open campus better than I can. Tell them what that is.
So like you said, we'll meet there in the worship center. We'll have some music, have some Q&A with our panel. But then we're going to exit out of the building out to our great new recreational complex that we have out there. Yep. We've been working out there all summer with our students.
Absolutely.
Just having a good old time. We're going to have food out there every week. It's going to be great stuff. And it's going to just be open campus, so you can go play some pickleball, play some basketball, some volleyball, whatever. Hang out, don't play anything, just sit still and chat with people around you, whatever makes you comfortable out there as we are reconnecting with one another in a safe, open air distance kind of area out there.
You can even sit at the picnic tables across from each other and still be quite a distance apart.
You can.
So, we had the hog roast last week.
We did, and it was good.
It was good. The hog was good, and we hogged out a little bit.
We did.
But just the guys getting together, you could tell how much they were glad to be together. And you know what, folks? We're made for community. We're made to be together. And we want to emphasize that word. Dean kind of got us started on it. Gather. We want to be together. We want to gather together. The one another's of Scripture they are operated and they work in community. And so, man, we're just looking forward to reconnecting with you. We've loved you. We love you, and we miss you. We really do. Now, we've gotten to see a few of you recently, but we're looking forward that as the days go by, we'll be able to see more and more of you that have been out of touch because of COVID. We're going to get beyond this. This is going to be in the rearview mirror one day.
It will.
And we look forward to that. God bless each and every one of you. Look for us on Sunday. And if you need to live stream because of your health condition or underlying problems, please continue.
That's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. God bless all of you. Anything else, Andrew?
God bless you.